guys, what's up? Welcome to another position. As always, pause your video and try to figure this move out on your own. Honestly, being the tactical wizard I am, I feel like I solved it literally within 1 second of seeing the position. Of course, this is supposed to be positional chess, though, so I gotta be careful before I get too cocky here. All right, I see some potential something wrong with my idea, so that's interesting. Okay, so like the first thought process that I came up with was bishop a6. Bishop takes, rook c6. Now obviously it looks really strong because if the queen takes the rook, just queen g7 mate. But there's two ideas for black. First one's h5, which I just noticed now. The thing is the queen's kind of trapped. So like if h5, maybe just queen takes h5, I don't know. And if the queen takes, knight e7. The second one, which is maybe more annoying, is knight e5. And now if rook takes queen, of course knight takes queen. And it's hard to say what to do. Knight takes rook is threatened. And if pawn takes, queen takes. And suddenly it's not so clear whether our idea works, and the bishop is kind of stopping our king from doing anything. Although, yeah, I mean, if we could go into an endgame somehow, but we can't really. You know, so what should we do? What should we do, guys? h4? I mean, h4 is like a normal looking move. Castles is a normal looking move. Bishop a6 just doesn't quite seem to work because of all those in between moves. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about bishop a6. I mean, you got to look at it for a few minutes because it's like so forcing, and it could be really, really strong. But I just don't know what to do after knight to e5. Pawn takes e5, queen takes e5. I'm looking for like some candidate moves there, but can't really find any. Wait, f4? He goes queen takes b2. Doesn't really help in that final position, and then we're like in trouble. Interesting. Alright, so what should we do instead? Well, instead I would just castle. Whatever. Is there any way to stop c5? Not really. Like, if b4, a5 looks annoying. And then we can go, I don't know, it just doesn't look so good. What about queen g3 with the idea of knight d6? It's interesting-ish. Queen f4. See, queen g3, knight to f8. And I wanted to like try to make bishop a6 work, but it doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what to do. I would just castle, I guess. It's probably not the solution they're looking for. All right, let me look at b4 one more time. So I feel like they're gonna go c5 otherwise. If b4, it just doesn't feel right, man, to not castle. Like a5 and this rook comes in, it just doesn't feel right at all. I'm just going to go castles. I'm sure it's wrong because this is a puzzle book. But I'm going to do it anyway. What's the plot? 54. Vaganian short. Blah, blah, blah. H4. Okay. Interesting. I overlooked something. So H4, white is trying to establish 4 pieces against 2 on the king side. It's saying this endgame idea is good for white. Let me see what Houdini thinks, by the way, about the original position. He likes H4 and castles. Thinks white's better in both lines. So I don't know how clear it is. Oh, I also like ideas like rook h3 to g3. I mean, this is kind of cool move. Like, this endgame does look nice for white. This is Vaganian short, but black ended up... It strongly likes h4, now Houdini does, when I'm looking off screen. Doesn't think this endgame is so special after all. So, I don't know, man. The key thing, though, like castles is obviously fine. It says after bishop a6, knight e5 is not that good. I totally overlooked that the queen was now open. So after queen, I missed queen b4 completely. I just didn't see it. And white has some ideas, but it also suggests some kind of kooky knight c5 move. Let me see which position. After bishop, what? Oh, it says h5 immediately. So after this, I don't even understand. h5 is bad because queen f4, g5, queen f3 wins for white. This is h5 immediately. Queen f4, bishop a6, and then the ridiculous-looking knight c5. Yeah, somebody's going to find that in the tournament game. And then white has nothing better than some perpetual. I'm going to totally check that with Houdini off screen. Well, maybe it'll work in this game. Every now and then Houdini works. Oh, it does work. Cool. We can do it on here. So bishop a6. It says... It's basically a draw. It says like this, knight c5. He thinks if knight e5, take. I totally miss queen b4 check. He thinks white is doing fine here, and if queen e7, take knight f5. But you have so many positions looks there, and I already like white's position because we just have more space. Castles looks fine, whatever. I mean, technically I was wrong according to the book, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. So that is all. Again, every now and then I'm just not going to like completely agree with the answer of the puzzles. I don't think it's like h4 is a good move too. It's just like I don't think it matters that much. Like, it's not some key moment. It's just kind of like changing the nature though of the position and doing something a little different than you would expect. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time. Bye bye.